So let's discuss the easiest topic for a high schooler to understand: religion. First of all, it's a women's concept. To get a divorce, you have to study an approved faith stated by the woman. Therefore, you can't convert a woman to your religion for a marriage. You can't rape her. Second, the concept of religion is if you both state God or your faith, and you have to be truthful, or a rape charge, there's a ritual involved for men, you have to stick by your honesty. If you both state religion, you can date. If one of you states atheist, that's a rejection. Especially if a man is propositioning you by stating faith or religion, or you bring up atheism for a little space to signal that his father is molesting him or his mother if they're in range, especially young. If they claim Islam, they're stating themselves as a homosexual by reason of erectile dysfunction. You should laugh, mock, or scold them until they leave your presence. They're a mobster, a natural criminal. Most people in the Middle East aren't Islamic. It's just an admission of fecal rape, invented by Muhammad, the term Islam and Muslim. They speak like dogs, easy to take down in court. That's a narc, an arranged broker, or, of course, they're friends with a lesbian, a woman who arranges relationships. Otherwise, they'll give you a court charge. To deal with one of those, you're going to have to sell drugs to the dyke. That's a fat woman you can't have sex with. Once they're called witches, you just leave. It turns out the rape charge was from a cop, a lady officer, and she's now a stripper, like a radio producer's husband. Each and every one, even the on-air talent or NPR. So let's go into the most important thing: what to do if you're stalked. Well, you can claim a number of words we just made up throughout history to put you in a moronic practice. Buddhism. 7 to 11 years old, you converted to heterosexuality. Congratulations, man, you have a boner. Or women, you developed a uterus for children to be born. Psychology. I'm placing myself in healthcare with the most diminutively whipped and weak professional stalker ever. Better yet, my drugs are all opium they give me, my antipsychotics. And of course I get protection from the cops because I'm here for police brutality. And the new psychology majors will study it. How about a fantastic one, theology? Make them think they're actually studying how to mate with the entire world. A mass orgy. But it's actually municipal services. They want to be a postal worker. A theology degree, the post office. They can steal my panties I just bought off a Filipino dominatrix for the mail. No big deal, she's NYPD. She's a dominatrix that doesn't want to bust me. Not a submissive, no vice charge. How about the one, the Orient? That's the study of Asia. This man stalking, or this woman stalking, owns a cat. They're a homosexual pedophile. Asia is made to be as minimally culturally imperative as it can possibly be. All it is words for the same thing you can study in our culture: political science, the Tao, psychology, Hinduism, Dindu, finance, but it has all the basic trades laid out for you. And of course, it goes back to the earliest documents. They killed stalkers first. But the stalker is into Eastern studies of the Orient. They want to understand space aliens and Hitler and swastikas instead of just making something up and telling a Jesuit, or giving it to the trolls to tell the Jesuits. That's for the cop TV channel the priests make when they help the cops. They're the pedophiles then. How about the History Channel, made in the Deep South by Baptists? That's a real religion. You force a businessman to be a cop, civil rights worker, to demographically profile, canvass, and mark all the blacks. 1 million blacks purged for psychiatric programs, the Million Man March. Well, that's just great. You want to follow me around up north? Instead of applying for your social programs federal, you can get shot by the census taker. Jesse Jackson called him. He poops on his wife. He studied theology. He says reverend. How about this one? I invented this. Parking services lawyer. A job for all the meter maids. Someone in my school was married to me to show arranged marriage is bad in the book Shabanu. When I was in the 6th grade, it was a joke. We passed around names, we didn't like it, but she wanted to marry me. And then she got a disease from drinking paint thinner to kill herself. When it turns out literature isn't real. It's just to teach you how something feels by demonstrating on the page. You don't apply it, you just learn consequences. It's called comprehension. So her whole family joined the Hells Angels. And I drove out there, bought pot off them several times, and I took the O'Reilly factor, but I threw it out. And I made my own stuff up, then told them to watch the factor, then brought in basic dilemma theory. Prisoner's dilemma, 5 options, 2 choice on a pedal. That's the village bicycle, your dead sibling. And now with penny stocks, my method, you can advise the entire meter services of the east coast of Massachusetts, even the Cape, with law degrees to do paperwork. Now there are no more impound lots or car tows for the mob, because somebody's a doctor and they don't know why you didn't show up to their office. You fired them. It's within your right. You aren't in Scientology. That's in Europe. That's the Europol police. This is the United States. We have Jesus here, a guy we kill for walking into my home with a starch collar and a blue hat. He gets executed. How? They steal his property for putting me in the psych ward for 3 days. That's right, that's an uncommon felony. George Washington had a stalker. It was called Cornwallis.